Well, now that Shrek's dead and buried, what to do now? Well, spin-off, of course. You even need to ask. Puss in Boots. First, when I heard that they were making a Puss in Boots movie, I was like, alright, spin-off from a character from Shrek, actually a character from Fairy Tales that was also in Shrek, but you know, the one from Shrek. So we'll see how it goes. And I saw the trailer and I was still like, we'll see how it goes. It looks like it's fun, but we'll see. So the question is, how is Puss in Boots as its own movie? Can the character Puss in Boots hold a movie on his own? And yeah, he really can. I thought this movie was really fun. I mean, you got Puss in Boots, and he's a great character. I thought he was the best thing to ever happen to Shrek. And he's voiced by Antonio Banderas, so he's like Zorro, but the cat. And they make fun of all the fun little nuances that cats do, which is funny, because cats are ridiculous things. Ridiculous, but cute. Almost as cute as that plush Joker I got at Target. That's the best. Now, just like Shrek, you're gonna see a few characters in Puss in Boots that are fairy tale characters. You've heard of them before, and they tie in with the plot, and I really thought that was cool. Puss in Boots carries on that tradition, but again, in its own way. I thought Puss in Boots was great as a standalone movie because the style was so different than Shrek. I mean, yeah, it still had the fairy tale stuff, like I just said, but it has this whole, like, you know, 1800s Spanish Mexico vibe, and that really cool music. You know, like Zorro music, you know, the dun 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 dun. That's legit. And I thought the humor was really good too. The thing about humor, it's all about the timing. You would think, no duh, but it's amazing how many people don't know that. In humor, it's all about the comedic timing. Puss in Boots has some pretty good comedic timing. Couple parts in particular, they were funny. There's no part in this movie that made me laugh to tears. Like, you know, you're laughing so hard you can't breathe and you're crying. That never happened to me in Puss in Boots, but it was still a funny movie. I enjoyed the movie, and then I walked out and I was like, this movie's better than the last two Shrek movies easily. Although I already said it didn't feel like Shrek, so I shouldn't compare it to Shrek, but I'm just saying I walked out going, yep, better than Shrek 3 and 4. So it's funny, it's enjoyable, it's good fun for the whole family. It has those jokes that adults are gonna get, but kids aren't quite gonna get. Or maybe they will, I don't know. But it wasn't like infantile humor, you know? It wasn't like, oh, ogres smell and that's funny. Which is what Shrek became. So it was a whole fresh new feel. It's its own thing, and it's a standalone movie, and it stands alone perfectly. If you've never seen any of the Shrek movies, you can still go into Puss in Boots and be like, oh, it's great. I will say it's a good time. No alcohol or shot glasses filled with milk required. And the 3D was great too. I thought this was some of the best 3D I've seen in a long time. So props to DreamWorks on that. DreamWorks has always had good 3D though. So did you see Puss in Boots? How do you think it stacked up to the Shrek movies? And actually, what's your favorite Antonio Banderas character? He's played a lot of characters, so I think it's a fair question. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more. Dun, 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 dun.